Hello, everybody. Today I'm going to take this lesson from reading from the Fringes. It's known as a white heron. White heron is found in Module 2, Ecology and Science. This particular lesson is written by Sarah Orne Jewett. Now let's go into the lesson and let's see how it moves. Sarah Jewett was a prominent American writer known for her representation of local color and regionalism. So she was basically an author who talked about the region of in America called Maine. She was born in September 1849. She was diagnosed, however, with rheumatoid arthritis in childhood and was prescribed long walks by her physician father to alleviate her condition. So, what she had to do was, since she had this rheumatoid arthritis, which means that she could not really walk properly, thus, during her long walks with this natural beauty and countryside of Maine, she started admiring the beauty, and you can of course see how beautiful Maine is in America. And thus this short story develops. She was also known for her belief in the personification of the natural world. So she always believed that she was one with nature, and that she was a person who is confident and who is able to communicate with nature. Now this particular perspective is very evident in her writing, because her writing is mostly filled with trees and birds and other animals which possess sort of human characteristics. Now this is known as Hylozoism. She was influenced by this old doctrine called Hylozoism, which believed in the existence of a soul in the world and that all matter is alive. She believed that everything is alive and that every object had a soul. A White Heron. This short story was written by Sarah Orne Jewett. This was published in 1886. The story takes place in a small rural village of a town called Maine. This is in New England, and this is in the United States of America. It follows the journey of a young girl named Sylvia, who lives with her grandmother. This story opens with a description of Sylvia's peaceful life in the countryside and her love for nature. One day, a young ornithologist is a bird watcher. He arrives in the village and begins asking questions about the local birds. Ornithologists are also known as bird watchers. Now, he wants to find a rare species. Sylvia meets this ornithologist, and of course, she's immediately drawn to him. But at the same time, she's not very interested, or she's hesitant to share her knowledge of the birds in the forests. The ornithologist offers a huge sum of money to Sylvia. We know of ornithologists. Dr. Salim Ali was a famous ornithologist, or what we term as a bird watcher. Now, here, this ornithologist offers Sylvia a vast sum of money, huge sum of money, if she can lead him to a rare bird sighting. If a rare bird can be found, ornithologists will give Sylvia a lot of money. Of course, Sylvia is tempted by money. They are not very rich, but she also feels that she has a natural instinct and that she has to protect the birds and their habitat. Again, this ornithologist continues to try to get the hiding place of the bird, but Sylvia remains quiet. So, as the story progresses, we find that Sylvia one day goes out of the house. She climbs on top of the tall white pine tree. She observes the birds from there, and from that particular point, she spots this rare bird. So she knows the place, and she realizes that the ornithologist will never find this unless she tells the ornithologist. Sylvia makes a decision. She decides that she will not give the location of the bird. She decides to keep the bird's location a secret and tells the ornithologist that No, I will not be able to help you. So, thus the story ends with Sylvia feeling proud of her decision and content with her life in the countryside. The ornithologist, we can see that he leaves the village, and Sylvia is left with a sense of peace and connection to nature that is greater than any amount of money could provide. So she's so happy. Money cannot buy happiness. As a summary, A White Heron is a story about the conflict between the desire for material gain and the love and protection of nature. Naturally, Sylvia does want money, but at the same time, she also feels that she should protect nature. So the story highlights the importance of preserving the natural world and the values that are more important than money. So she feels that the natural world is more important than money. This story is a classic example of what is termed as regionalism. Now, this is a particular genre that shows or highlights the unique, specific, or cultural environmental aspects of that particular region, especially this particular region of Maine in New England in America. This basically shows the stories of Jewett shows the countryside, that the pine trees, heron, and all those things. And here she also talks about a young girl who likes to connect with nature.